Copane, Lloyd, Cole Huff, Will Gee, and Kennedy Meeks. Starting five for the Raptors. So the length of Eddie Tavares, it'll stand out today. The second-round pick of the Hawks, who controls it in 2014, selected 43rd overall. Particular, but matched up in the second round last year. Cavs prevailed up against the team that was right behind them.
Exactly.
So the opening minute of play, and the 6'10 center Kennedy Meeks. Good take. Remember seeing him in Summer League last year as well. He can rise, go over anybody. We know that. That time he wants a dime.
Give Tavares an opportunity to get down the floor to establish the position.
Gonna be Kennedy Meeks inside, outside. Inside of 6 left in the first 10. So not as many players this last game. Williams filling it up.
They need him to, Joel, because we saw last year when LeBron James down on the floor, Kyrie can take over, but you have Kyrie playing heavy minutes.
Felder played in 35 games before the break, just 7 afterwards. So important for him after the summer league.
And I think that's part of the coaching staff's dilemma right now until training camp gets here.
Good call, though.
And they were able to do that, bringing a championship to Cleveland the first time in 50-some-odd years. I don't think they were.
It'll be Reynolds.
See him ever take a shot outside of his comfort zone. Sam was very much that way.
Rip Hamilton-like. Deep one. It'll go. It's a long 2 for Lloyd. Whether it was Terrence Ross, who they dealt to Orlando, or Patrick Patterson, who is gone now and signed a contract, has moved along as a free agent. Question marks for the Raptors reserves.
That's a great point, Joel, because Brent mentioned earlier they were so spoiled the last 3 or 4 years having a solid bench. And now you're hoping they can
do the job that the guys in front of him for years have done consistently. He's going to have a great opportunity to make a step forward. Joel, that's making a steady increase in his production, and the trajectory seems to keep going. Maybe with the East being down, you go into a training camp saying, you know what, now's the time. We've taken steps the last 3 years. Let's do it one more time. As you called, what's that feeling?
It's healthy. You're still on the right side of the grass.
Speaking of the big man, are you looking for the skill set? Because so many guys now are stretch 4, stretch 5. Are you looking for that, or are you looking for more bruises, more rebounds?
I mean, you look at Boston, the moves that they made. Cleveland is, obviously with LeBron, they're going.
I mean, he wins the award for the best dressed summer league coach.
No question about it. And Stack did have a lot of points, and you want to know why, Joel? I know that. A lot of them. Maybe not just on the court, but off the court. And then slowly but surely seeing the other opportunities and starting to expand his mind. And he always talked about, Stack has told me, his time in Dallas with Rick Carlisle.
Young man, another one who grew up in Canada. I got a tweet from somebody between games that said there are more young men and women playing basketball in Canada.
Do things next year, Joel, in a way, because of Dwayne Casey and the way that they've made progress the last 3 seasons, that they've got to just focus.
All of a sudden the tempo changes. You said it. Siakam on the wing at the 3 and getting up and down. So maybe it's a different look, different. Corner 3. The skip for Sheehy from Copane, and an answer.
And bring you away from the lane and the rim protection. That's the problem.
He missed a call. That's all right. I can yell from over here because I can't get a check from over here.
Looking for?
We're just looking for guys, now that can come in, fit our team, understand how to play the game, make the right play, make the right games. I think it'll be good for us.
And bringing the guy like Jose Calderon, the veteran, what was the thinking behind that?
It's a guy I've always liked.
Whoever's in the way.
I think just defensively. I think offensively, after the first 2 games, I thought we relaxed a little too much. We wasn't aware, of their shooters. And we just made some, a couple mental mistakes you can't do against this team.
Up with Tyronn Lue. It's interesting. He talked about it and the fatigue factor, and he talked about it after the final.
Body who's never plays 5 foot, but he does our defense. And, he's great. Like you said, but we did practice. He did a good job. He's always coming in early, getting his work in with feel. Learning a lot of moments and a lot of opportunities. But I thought he handled it well. I thought he came in every day willing to work and to get better.
Well, with the addition of Jeff Green, it's going to be interesting. Triple second chance opportunity, and Edwards. I'm not objective. And that is Jack Sikma, who's courtside here. That's the greatest thing about Summer League. Out of the time.
Execute a play like that, you get a score. It helps set up your defense. You build on another stop, and you get another two. So your kids don't really bother them, and it gives us the open opportunity to spend a little time with some of the greats of the game.
They know our appreciation. 7 run continues for the Cavaliers. Off arm by Watson. Tavares took it away. The long arm of Eddie Tavares. Good floater. Up to 10 for the game with 5 assists and 6 boards. Meeks the triple. Got it. Inside of 8 to play.
Revealing our dietary choices.
Who's your idea? It was a shot clock down on Lloyd. He's got the floater.
Key for Lloyd.
Starting in mid-October, so it's going to be September now. On the run, Reynolds, and a good lead and find Lloyd. It is slowed down for Cleveland offensively. And that looked good. Lloyd off the rub out top. Paid off.
Right now, because I want to see these guys in the regular season now.
And it's not far away.
That's right. Their proximity for the Laker fans and the Kings fans who come out in droves.
Yes.
They like to see their
line, but maybe that's the wear and tear of a lot of minutes on the floor tonight. It'll be Williams. And I lose him. Good job by Jones. Off the pick, got to go. And Meeks got it off in time, but a block by Tavares. They're going to put Lloyd in the backcourt. And dangerous one. If foul comes, White gets him. Now Lloyd goes. So Jordan Lloyd out of Indianapolis. And comes through. A quick deuce. But out of timeouts. Set it up. Great look. Yes! Come through with Andrew White. And not a Summer League play this year. Beat Houston, in fact, 95-90 in the extra session. TJ Williams and a lead. Watson on the reverse, and we're all leaving at 7. They also were ready to. Beverly was ready to take the charge. So good transition defense by the Cavs. Porter got to the cup. 77-75 Cavaliers.
See if they can finish this off with a win defensively.
Can they get it in? Lloyd at the buzzer. That'll do it. And the Cavaliers prevail in overtime over the Summer League edition of the Raptors, 78-75. So you talked about it. They picked up their defense down the stretch after the run by Toronto. And Toronto went up. But give the Cavaliers credit as well. The backups played well. Tavares wasn't on the floor at the end. They went with small ball for matchup purposes. And it worked for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And great for the Raptors.